I am going live today with an EXP presentation into the opportunity meeting. I've been asked by several people to please do this, so I am going to do it, or I'm going to accomplish it. I'll let you know how it comes out, but it's Randy Byrd. I'm really excited to be here, and what we're doing is we're going to, let me go video on. We're going to be looking at the EXP opportunity today in 30 minutes or less. And if you want to follow with me, if you want to watch it later, it's all good. But I've been asked over and over, and I got the COVID beard going on too. I don't know. We'll see if I like it. We'll see. I'm gonna let it go a little bit. I know Kirsty likes it, so whatever. But check this out. We're gonna go live today with the listing or the EXP opportunity presentation. And with no further ado, I'm going to share my screen and see if I can pull this off while having all these moving parts with Facebook Live and recording live and in a webinar and all this stuff. And let's see if Zoom lives up to its billing. So here we go with this. So boom, I'm going to share my presentation. Let me take and put the slideshow into presentation mode. All right, so we have it. We should be live, and we should be looking at the EXP introduction to EXP Realty. So job number one, let's look at what is EXP and how did we get here, right? It all started with this man. He's really a brilliant man, probably genius on many levels, but the founder and CEO, Glenn Sanford, started up his real estate career in 2002. In his fourth year in real estate with a major national franchisor, closed over $60 million in volume, mainly by connecting with consumers online. So imagine, back then, connecting with consumers online through the onset of Zillow and all these other things. And then 10 years ago, he founded this amazing company, EXP Realty, because he believed that the agents and the brokers were really doing the heavy lifting, and that their benefits and they should deserve the same benefits that the shareholders had, the owners of the company, and have their income based on that level of contribution. Bingo. In 2010, he founded EXP, 2009, and really put that dream in motion. So let's look at that. Innovation's always happening, right? We have brick and mortar locations being replaced daily by anytime, anywhere locations. We have Blockbuster being replaced by Netflix, $5.5 billion company out of business within 2 to 3 years because of the onset of Netflix and their inability to adapt and pivot. Circuit City, you're seeing the same thing. Sears, JCPenney's just filed bankruptcy yesterday. These brick and mortars are going out. Meanwhile, Amazon, the other side of the coin, record profits. You're seeing that of many of these online companies. Another one is traditional real estate brokerages. And I don't want to name them out of courtesy, but you know who they are, the big box, 100-year-old institutional real estate companies are struggling. We just had a Windermere office in Seattle go bankrupt and close just this week. And that's not representative of the whole brand. That's just news. That's local news. But traditional real estate being replaced by EXP Realty. And again, in the real estate space, you have companies like Hilton, one of the largest providers in the world, 100-year-old company now, valued at $18 billion. And you see Anthony Robbins there talking about this and presenting the new wave of what's going on. Airbnb, 10-year-old company valued at $31 billion, almost double the valuation of an institutional brand that spans multiple areas. But I want to take something and look at some local news. Just yesterday, Glenn Sanford was, highlighted on on Fox Business Network, and talking about Verbelia, our online college campus that we live in, our online world. And I'll just play this short couple-minute video with you and let you check this out. I want to make sure that we got it. I just loaded it a few minutes ago.
Okay, let's get that up on the screen again, please. Looks like a video game, and it really does look like a video game. It's actually a virtual office space. This is how one company wants to organize you working from home. I gotta say, I don't understand it at all, but I'm gonna bring in Glenn Sanford. He's the Chief Strategy Officer at Verbella, which is putting out this product. Glenn, I'm gonna ask our producer, put that up on the screen again and explain how it works. I don't get it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it is a virtual world for work. Actually, a company I founded a little over 10 years ago now has 29,000 individuals that work entirely remote, and yet this is the place that we actually go to work each and every day. It has offices, it has presentation centers, it has speedboats, it has a soccer field, but you can think about it as a campus with all the standard breakouts that you would expect to see in a real office setting or real campus, but in a virtual way.
So I'm that little guy on the left-hand side of the screen right there. It looks like that guy in the red shirt, the red top. I'm that guy. And I'm going to give a presentation, so I'm walking onto this campus, and other people will join that screen and listen to what I've got to say and see what I've got to say. Is that it?
Well, they'll actually go into the room with you, and they'll actually be able to have social, meaningful collisions with other individuals that are actually in the room with you. So it's actually a place. It's not just a screen. You're actually going somewhere to actually be part of this experience, not just watch somebody present like they would do on a Zoom call, but actually be there and have all the serendipitous collisions that you would have in a real world situation.
Well, Glenn, I do believe I understand this. And how many people have you saw? 29,000 people are using this?
Yeah, that's just in one company. That's in the company I founded, and we started using the platform back in 2016, and we actually bought the company as a result of using the platform and seeing what it did for us. And we didn't expect the pandemic. And recently I just joined to help them scale because we've got so many new customers wanting to work the way that we've already proved out over the last 10 years.
Congratulations, Glenn Stanford at Verbella, because you made me understand something which completely was inexplicable before you went on the air. We'll take note of that. Verbella and Glenn Stanford. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. We appreciate it.
Thanks, sir.
All right, so that was on, obviously, Fox Business yesterday. His name is Glenn Sanford, not Stanford, but it's all good. We'll take the press any way we can get it. But, that's a great, just a look at what's going on. Forbes has reported on this recently. All these
there will be more Varney after this.
To what's cooking around our industry and our cutting edge technology in that industry. So next, I want to show you a little video. It's about, I want to say it's 7 minutes. But it really does a great global circular view of eXp Realty's value proposition, what it is, right? So let's explore what the future of real estate is, and that future is now. And like you said, the pandemic and COVID really forced us and pushed us into the mainstream now, because everybody seemingly had the resistance to what's coming in the future, but all of a sudden everybody was forced to work virtually, and that's our space already. So quite popular now, but the reality is it's a great look at it. And I want to share this short video with you. I'll be back in just 7 short minutes, and then we'll talk about what you saw and what to expect from some of these tools. But let's get this video started.
Welcome to eXp Realty. The following is an overview of one of the most innovative and fastest growing real estate brokerage models today. A global community designed, powered, and owned by our agents and partners, transforming the real estate experience. Our family of agents build their own businesses while having the opportunity to also establish a direct ownership interest in eXp World Holdings as a shareholder and partner. Technology is changing the world as we know it, and real estate is no different. Our industry needs to adapt to the ever-changing technology landscape in order to remain valued by the consumer when buying and selling real estate. With 175% year-over-year growth, eXp has expanded to over 5,000 agents across 44 U.S. states, Washington, D.C., and 2 Canadian provinces. eXp believes that your career is your brand. There is nothing more important to your business than you. That's why we believe it's important that agents self-brand while following their state laws. After all, when a buyer or seller chooses you as an agent, they want you, not the company you're splitting your commission with. The benefits of eXp start with disrupting real estate compensation as it currently stands through diversification. Every agent is on an 80-20 split that caps at $16,000. Then you receive 100% of your commission for the remainder of the year. Additionally, our revenue sharing model allows you to attract agents to eXp. You then will share a portion of the commission that the company receives from the agent until they're capped. all while building a retirement plan that allows you to earn stock in 6 different ways. In a tech-driven world, it's imperative that every agent has scalable technology tools and systems that enable their growth and success. Every agent gets a fully integrated IDX website, CRM, and robust transaction management software. For a non-EXP agent, these systems cost over $500 per month. One of our top priorities is building our own core technology. EXP Enterprise gives agents instant access into their metrics and information to effectively run their business. Within your dashboard, you'll be able to monitor your transactions, commissions, cap status, revenue share, and more. Access over 25 hours of live training done weekly in our 3D cloud-based campus that focuses on industry best practices and professional development. These sessions are done by EXP's top producing agents and go into a growing archive that can be accessed at any time via the cloud campus. Need help with tech or contracts? With just a few clicks of a button on your computer or phone, you will have a live interaction with the EXP support team. EXP's Icon Agent program is unparalleled to anything in the industry. We strongly believe that top producing agents should be rewarded for their value. There are 2 ways to earn Icon status. Close 20 transactions after selling $3 million or earn $500,000 in annual gross commission income. When you achieve Icon status, you will receive back the $16,000 in commission that you paid to the company in the form of stock. Our ticker symbol is EXPI. Every agent at EXP is an owner. There are 6 ways to earn stock. Every time you attract an agent, your first transaction, capping each year, achieve Icon agent status, get 20% discount when purchased using your gross commission, and you can buy it. Reach out today to get further details. Welcome to EXP World, our cloud-based solution to the traditional real estate office. Meet, learn, and collaborate with agents and support staff from anywhere with an internet connection. Additionally, every agent receives a global membership to the Regis Shared Office community. Join a meeting or training within our community wherever you are via your phone, tablet, or computer. In EXP World, agents get real-time, live support from our agent services, technology, and finance experts. Our revenue sharing model allows you to build monthly residual income by attracting agents to our brokerage. The more agents you attract, the more income you'll receive. This is a top reason why agents are excited to be a part of EXP. Here's the breakdown on how the revenue sharing model works. Tier 1 contains the agents that you personally attracted. For each transaction on this tier, you will receive 3.5% of the total commission. This amount is taken out of the 20% paid into EXP, not out of the agent's 80%. Once the agent has hit their $16,000 annual cap, then you no longer receive income from their deals for that year, which is why the max you can earn on this tier per agent is $2,800. You can earn on all 7 tiers, but it is contingent upon how many agents you've directly attracted to the brokerage. For example, if you attracted 10 agents, you earn on Tier 1 and Tier 2, which are agents that your Tier 1 agents attracted, and also on Tier 3, which are agents that your Tier 2 agents attracted, but not on Tier 4 through 7. This personal qualifying agent count is one of the reasons why our brokerage continues to be a profitable business. Let's go through a couple examples. Example number 1 will show you how you can create a monthly revenue sharing income of $7,800. Here is you. You personally attract 5 capping agents. Then each of those 5 agents attract 5 capping agents of their own, giving you 5 agents on Tier 1 and 25 agents on Tier 2. For the 5 capping agents on Tier 1, you earn $2,800 each. And for the 25 capping agents on Tier 2, you earn $3,200 each, giving you an annual passive income of $94,000. Please note these figures are based on each agent earning $80,000 in gross commission income each year. For example, using commission rate of 2.5%, an agent would cap at $3.2 million in sales volume annually. Example number 2 will show you how you can create a monthly revenue sharing income of $27,500. Here is you. You personally attract 15 capping agents, who each attract 3 capping agents of their own, giving you 45 agents on Tier 2, who each attract 1 capping agent, giving you another 45 agents on Tier 3, who then each attract 1 capping agent, giving you another 45 agents on Tier 4. Here we have broken down the revenue share income for each tier. You're able to earn on tier 1 through 4 since you have hit the personal minimum qualifying agent count of 15. As you can see in this example, you have created a residual annual income of $330,000. eXp is honored to be a 2017 Innovator of the Year finalist by Inman and a 2017 Top Workplace by the Washington Post, 2 years in a row. Thank you for watching. Have a more in-depth conversation with an eXp agent today.
All right. Love that presentation. It's really quite simple and 7 minutes long. It's our condensed version. There's a 36-minute long one that's themodelexplained.com that goes into great depth around revenue share and stock options. But that is a really good opportunity for somebody in 7 minutes just to get the 30,000-foot elevation view, maybe a little more granular than that of the opportunity. But now you're looking at the community. You saw a little bit about what Glenn did on the news yesterday with Fox Business, but basically we have a complete suite for collaboration, and it's everything from meetings. We just had, I think, 14 or 15,000 in our eXp Con last week, and imagine a conference center. Walking through it, it was just like being there to me with the vendors and the booths and everything. It was really quite amazing. Our growth is crazy. We can't quite keep this chart up to speed. This is only February 13th of this year. We were at 28,000. We're already at 29, whisker under 30,000 agents already. And, you know, obviously we're gonna blow past 30,000 agents this year. And, you know, just 3 short years ago when I came in the company, we had less than 4,000 agents. So it's really, the growth is really massive, not only in agent growth, but profitability. We've been profitable 2 quarters in a row, when other companies in COVID were profitable the first 2 quarters of the year. And there's other companies shutting the doors and really having struggles that are that traditional type model, the dependent model, if you will, instead of independent. But cloud-based campus is no desk fees, work from anywhere, cut overhead brick and mortar cost, no expensive leases, Regis corporate memberships, which we're going to talk about, just really a lot of content and value. This is kind of another look at that cloud-based to get you up to understand. Believe it or not, the top left was way back in the beginning of Glenn when they first started this, just another look at that, what this looks like. You can see Glenn Sanford's name and a couple people there, but it's like a Zoom on steroids. A Zoom allows you to have video chat, but it's not like collaborating, having a room of 8 people and everybody's raising their hand and looking at the board and talking live in real time. You're just not present. You really have to experience that kind of on the bottom left to get a feel for it, but it's really quite amazing. This is another video that I have. I'm not going to play it today. We just played the news that really showed it to you, but basically it shows the opportunity within that eXp world. This is our Regis membership because we are cloud-based. There's not a physical office presence, and agents have found that working at home is much more productive. And they were forced to do it through COVID and through the pandemic. But the reality is they were forced to do it. Now they've embraced it. Now they admire it. Now they look at the benefits of working from home, much more productive. I go from the bedroom to my boardroom every single day, 5 days a week. And I love it. I've been this way ever since I joined eXp. And believe it, I had the mindset. I had an office. I had at one time 88 agents. Independently, I had 25 agents. And I just was continually adding more and more service to them, trying to provide value. And the reality is agents don't need the broker like they used to. Everything's at their fingertips. Everything's third party. We have all that available for the agents. But if they do want an office, they can come into a Regis office for free, use the concierge, use the reception area, the coffee bars and internet cafes, all that's free. If they want to use a boardroom, meeting room, or have a private office, that's an extra charge, but it's up to the agent. We're giving you flexibility, and the amount of money you're going to save in caps and offsets and franchise fees that we don't have. You could buy a first-class window office at Regis, and then you're sitting around other professionals rather than 100 competitors in a typical traditional office where you're with all the other real estate agents. Live trainings, even though we're a virtual company, we have live trainings. We're over 50 hours a week of live trainings right now, really pivoting and changing to the market that needs to be done right now with COVID and virtual presentations and all these things. And again, very nimble. We're able to adjust and very agile. We could change literally in hours when other companies are still trying to change 2 months later after COVID. And by the time they change, we're back to normal and they got to change back again. Being very agile is an incredible advantage as a company, especially a global company. Some of our live trainings you see here, this is capturing leads, capturing business, an event with over a couple hundred people for a virtual company. Pretty impressive. But we believe in getting together. We have Tony Robbins speaking to our personal team in August. We have all these other great speakers that we align with to show what's available and keep up with the current trends in real estate. For a virtual company, sometimes we're around people more than I used to be in a traditional office. This is the meat and potatoes, right? Every agent, as a coach, every agent's number one has got to be their CRM and their lead generation. Contact resource management system, lead generation. If you don't have it, you really don't have a business. You might have cell phone numbers and stuff, but it's not scalable, it's not duplicatable, and it's not sustainable. So our office, we operate in the enterprise, in the sky slope, in workplace, in our CRM, and in our marketing branding, all in one login. All that's done through our enterprise login. Everything I just mentioned, including a host of other things from your stock awards and options, your revenue share. I log in every single day to see how big my team is, to see what growth we've had. We grew at 28 agents, I think, in the month of April. And we're just, constantly growing. I love looking at that and seeing it all in one place, kind of like a hub. And then so, we're looking at another live training top producers panel we do. We're always looking for top producers that we can align with. Equity opportunities are really the big one. EXPI is a publicly traded NASDAQ stock. We were a penny stock, and then we uplisted to the NASDAQ, which is, I think, the first real estate company ever to uplist and move from a penny stock to a full NASDAQ stock. And now we opened up with over $1 billion valuation. And then obviously it's going up and down with the market, but it's a publicly traded company that the agents are stockholders in. Really amazing. You can earn stocks 5 different ways, as you see on the screen here. First transaction, you get shares for free. It's just a bonus. Shares when you fully cap. Shares when you sponsor an agent and they close their first transaction. They get shares, you get shares. Up to $16,000 in stock shares when you reach the icon level status. And also you can contribute 5% of your commission dollars to a 10% discount in purchasing NASDAQ stock. It's really amazing. It's like working for Microsoft or Amazon, these publicly traded companies that then they get to, earn stock in that company and grow with them. Cascading revenue share, I'm not going to get into too much because you saw the video that really brilliantly explains and describes it. But we pay down 7 levels of revenue share. The company's plan is to split 50% of the revenue with the agents. And remember, with suites like Verbelia coming online, if that brings in 10 million or 100 million in revenue, our model is an agent-run company and an agent-owned company through stocks, is we share 50% of that back to the agents. 50% of it goes to the company to operate supporting operating capital. It's unbelievable. And it's revenue share, not profit share. Big difference between other companies that offer profit share and revenue share. It's a major difference because profit share is manipulated. It can be manipulated, right? Revenue share is mathematical. It's a mathematical number. So 5-year plan, you can obviously make $348,000 a year in passive income in this particular model by enrolling only 110 agents. Obviously, I want to be full disclosure. This is if they're all capping. This is just a mathematical formula, but that's what's beautiful about it. It's mathematical. You don't have to worry about profit share. You can look at it from revenue share and you can figure it out. The next thing that we're looking at here as we wrap up in the next 5 minutes or so is the EXP solutions. This is where you log in the EXP enterprise into everything. And this is just a quick look at that. But it's really a sweet system. When you become an EXP agent, you get your own login, private, and all your finances are there. All your transactions are there. All your lead generations there. None of this top producer, Boomtown, Tiger Leads. You got all these things everywhere. Everything's into one system. It's all integrated, and it's really been a blessing. Join the company everybody's talking about, the Amazon of real estate. That's a very flattering statement by Real Estate Trends. Inman team recruitment drives EXP strong agent growth in Q3. Q1 and 2 now is even stronger. Best place to work by Glassdoor 3 years in a row now. Zero physical infrastructure by Amazon. Real Estate You're Next by Medium. It's happening. It's happening very, very quickly. So no desk fees, no royalties, no franchise fees, period, end of story. 80% commission split, 80-20 with all agents. None of this sweetheart deals. I've recruited a lot of agents in my day and attracted them to my company when I was with Keller Williams as a team leader. And the reality is we had 8 to 10 different splits, depending on what they could provide for us, how long they'd been there. It was unfair on multiple levels. EXPs, all the same for everybody. Everybody contributes the same amount. Everybody's on the same split. We do matching splits for other companies. So if you're on a 90-10 with another company, we can match that split as long as it meets the $16,000 cap guideline. So we're obviously agile to meet the needs of other agents, but most agents don't have an 80-20 split. It's much lower. So very industry leading. Standard cost to start up, you see it, $149 to start up. That's it. You can start $1 million a year company with $149. After that, it's $85 a month for your cloud brokerage fee, being part of that amazing environment that the news was talking about. And then a $25 and $40 management and risk fee on every transaction. It's not monthly, it's just per transaction. Caps out at $500 on the management fee. So pretty amazing. This is Glenn and the crew. You see Jason Gessing, Sam Rodriguez, and a bunch of other people, Rob Flick, all ringing the bell at the NASDAQ EXP exchange last year. So EXP core values, this is really what it all boils down to at the end of the day. What are the core values? And we have service, sustainability, collaboration, transparency. Transparency. NASDAQ company, one of the most highly scrutinized set of books on the planet. It's a full audit every 90 days. Think about that. Think about a tax audit every 90 days. That's the equivalent of a NASDAQ audit every 90 days. So the books you look at are, you know that they're solid. And when we do forecasting, we're looking at NASDAQ stuff that we got to report to the shareholders. Unlike other companies that are privately held, you don't know what the owner's made. He can be making $1 billion and the company's losing money. This is transparent. You can see it. Integrity, doing the right thing above all else. Innovation, fastest innovative company in real estate. Agile, like I talked about, we could turn this battleship around in a day if we need to meet the market needs. The other companies lock the doors and a month later, they're like, okay, what are we doing? We got to figure this out. It's incredibly important to be agile in this crazy changing real estate market. Fun, we have more fun than anybody I've ever seen. We have golf outings that turn into business meetings, but really, we have 3 or 4 planned events a year. We have Tony Robbins coming to speak to us personally, flying in on his G5 just to speak to our organizational team. And then community is really what I think it all revolves with when we get right down to it, because we have like workplace, 29,000 people collaborating in workplace by Facebook. Think about that. If you had your whole company on your Facebook page, that's what it's like. And then needing something, I use it all the time now. I use the world every single day. We have all of our team meetings in the world. So it's really an amazing, amazing system. So that's the end of the presentation. If you're interested in becoming a shareholder with EXP, you can go to join.exprealty.com, fill out the application. Don't name me as your sponsor unless I invited you to this call. We want to stay integral to the person that exposed you to this opportunity. And you know, it's really important to stay integral to that, the one that got you to this webinar, the one that thinks that you had the most relationship with, to take a look at this. So with that, I'm going to stop the share, see if there's any questions or anything that I can help with today. And not seeing any, I'm going to go ahead and stop the presentation. And I think I'm right on time. Let me look. Boom, 12:31. I promise you 30 minutes. Have a great day. I appreciate you. Thanks for visiting. If you watched on Facebook, thank you. It's the first time we've done this presentation live, and maybe by popular demand, we'll bring it back. But I've had a lot of people asking me about EXP. If you're curious and serious about being curious, reach out to me. Shoot me a private message, DM me, PM me, text me, whatever you want. And let's talk about the opportunity within EXP and what it could and may do for your business. All right. Have a great day. It's Randy Byrd saying thank you for being here, and I'll see you around. Bye for now.